Tim from Fair Play now on the 1st of July 2022, and over breakfast this morning I saw a headline. This is to do with the Republic of Ireland. Apparently the government there are trying to offload about 4.5 million kind of servings of a particular treatment, shall we say, and they've done this by donating it to any country in the third world who might want to take them. And I think they've already got rid of 2 million like that, and which means they must have had a total of 6.5 million of the things to give away, because they weren't wanted in Ireland and they're approaching their sell-by dates apparently. And that is just a classic example of government sort of misspending, isn't it? Because I don't think Ireland's got much more than sort of 6.5 million people in their population, so it means they've basically overestimated how much they were going to need by entire nation's population amount for one serving of the thing. Absolutely ridiculous, but it does show that demand is waning, and also the fact that they can't offload 4.5 million of the things even free to the third world means that they don't want the stuff there either. So I think this is a very positive sign. I'm seeing other sort of headlines like this. There was another country which I can't remember where it was at the moment. No, it's not coming back to me, but I did see Ethiopia, I think it was. Yeah. And they are having a similar problem where they've basically just had to have 1 million servings that it was. So it seems that people are not accepting these things nearly as much as they used to. Now, it might be because they've woken up to, well, what we know about them, or it might be that they're just getting fed up with being asked to take endless amounts of the damn things, especially when they were telling people this time last year that it was just going to be 2 servings to freedom, and now they want you to take a third, a fourth, a fifth, and however many more they would like you to take after that. And people are seeing through the BS, and I think people are just getting more and more distrustful of governments, aren't they? Again, I saw this morning there's been a poll done in America, and apparently the majority of Americans think the government are corrupt and just not acting in their best interests at all. That's the majority of Americans, and apparently even a quarter of Americans are even willing to take up arms against the government, so I read. Now obviously I don't condone any kind of violence, but there must be a heck of a lot of people, if those figures are representative, there must be a heck of a lot of people, a quarter of the people in the United States, who are, well, shall we say, extremely peed off with their government. And a group of people who are even more peed off with their governments are the Dutch farmers in, obviously, the Netherlands. And I don't know if you've seen the footage, but it's very reminiscent of the Canadian truckers' protests. There's lots of farmers with their tractors and combine harvesters and all of that out on the streets of Holland and, well, the Netherlands, and they are very unhappy with their government, who are trying to impose kind of draconian environmental stuff on farming over there, which is going to mean that a lot of farmers are going to go out of business. So these farmers are rightly protesting and making their anger felt. And I thought, some of the scenes I've been looking at in my sort of feeds, they are really kicking off big time there. And one last little bit of news I saw, you probably know of the BRICS countries. I'm pretty sure most people watching this will know what they are. It's basically Brazil, Russia, India, China and South Africa, and they've kind of really got together in this sort of economic bloc to try and rival Europe and the United States. And I see that they've joined forces with 4 other countries. I think it was Malaysia, Singapore, Indonesia and Chile, and they've kind of donated several billion each, all of those countries, into a fund which is going to rival the IMF and offer an alternative source of loans to, I guess, third world countries who need money at lower interest rates. So it seems that there are sort of blocks of countries out there who are now sort of banding together against the globalist forces and against Europe and American influence over the world, and really pushing back. And I think this is going to happen going forward, both on a kind of a national level, people within countries pushing back against their governments, and even blocks of countries pushing back against the globalist agenda. So I'm going to keep a very close eye on that as well. Anyway, I had a few minutes. I got my first job in the morning done really quickly. I thought I was going to have to do a bit of fault finding and change some parts over, but ended up just being one very simple loose connection, which I discovered very quickly. So I was in and out of there in 5 minutes. So I've got a bit of time to make this video before my second job of the day, but I'm getting towards time. I've got to head up there, so gonna leave it and talk to you later. Tim from Fair Play Now, thanks for watching.